Hey man, looking to score some kits? Yeah, I know you are. And Sunward Hobbies has got your fix. This is Revell's brand new 1:144 scale CH-47D Chinook. So if you want to just follow me into the back and we'll take a look at the goods. Okay, so here is the Chinook, and typically with Revell, this is a rebox of an older kit. The older kit was another Revell release, so I'll cut them a little slack here. It was originally a kit from 2000, and well, it's not that long ago, so this must be a pretty decent offering. Let's take a look and see for ourselves. The Chinook, of course, was and still is a mainstay of the U.S. Air Force, U.S. Army in terms of transport. They've been using this thing since the 60s. Because of its huge frame, it can carry very heavy cargo if needed. So being a very tiny kit, we've only got 4 plastic sprues and 1 clear plastic one. On this one we've got 1/2 of the fuselage, the whole interior floor, including the cockpit and cargo bay. And we've got a few parts for the rotors, as well as the exhaust. And the second sprue, the other half of the fuselage. We've got a tiny instrument panel there, and some cockpit sidewalls, some wheels. Oh yeah, and a tiny little door too. And look at those tiny seats. It's worth noting that it seems in recent years 1:144 scale kits are increasing in popularity, considering how affordable they are and how very little room they take up when you display them, so you can have all kinds of them in your collection. This third sprue is just the rotor blades. Each engine only had 3 blades. That looks like the roof of the interior, plus some extra parts. Must be for railings and interior. And the last sprue, the clear one, which obviously has your canopy and windows. And I'm actually kind of impressed with this kit. Despite its tiny scale, they do put in some neat details, like right here you can see windshield wipers. Yeah, very nice. You've got, again, this useless pamphlet, but one useful thing is in there, the decals. This very tiny sheet just basically has stenciling on it. That's about it. And the instructions. I never mentioned it before, but if you feel it's worth noting, Revell is from Germany, so their instructions come in both English and German. Here, of course, is the paints map, letting you know what colors you're going to need for this kit. They reference their own paint line of acrylic colors. And like always, construction starts in the cockpit with the control sticks, the seats, the instrument panel. Then you move on to the interior, installing the windows and the doors. And then you apply the jig, which you do not glue, so you can let the rotors spin. There is the rear cargo door, which you can position open or closed, and then you install the canopy. Next is the engine exhaust and the landing gear. Since this was built in the fairly early days of helicopters, the landing gear is not retractable. And then you're just kind of moving along, adding small details to the exterior. And you attach the rotor blades and attach them to the finished model. And they only give you one marking option. I kind of expected that, but I mean, they're pretty much all olive drab anyway, so there wouldn't have been much of a difference. And yeah, that's Revell's new Chinook. In conclusion, this adorable little courier would make a great addition to your stash. So, if you've got a steady hand and good eyesight, then why not pick one up today at Sunward Hobbies, in-store or online. So that's all for now. Until the next one, this is David, and you never saw me.